Yeah, need to hear myself, don't I?
Narelle Summers is by your side. Blitz your stress, feel good inside on Smile Radio. Narelle Summers Show.
Hello, I'm Narelle Summers, practitioner, coach and speaker. Good morning, good afternoon or good evening if you're listening to this on Catch Up. Do you want to feel happier? Do you want to feel positive? Do you want to feel relaxed and calm? Then stay tuned because I'm going to be sharing some tips and techniques on exactly how to do that today. And as always in the studio, I'm joined by the owner and the producer of my show, Richard Harrison. How are you, Richard?
Great to be alive.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, he's got a massive smile on his face. I do have to say, Richard is doing really, really well. Can I mention?
Yeah, of course you can.
Richard has lost 2 stone in weight. Woo! You look amazing, Richard.
Oh, stop it, you're going to make me blush.
Anyway, if you're listening to this or watching this on Facebook, please do share the love and share the video because you never know who is watching this video and who you might be helping. So if you've got any questions throughout the show, if you are watching this on Facebook, drop us a question or a message on the post below, or you can email at richard at smileradio.co.
That's correct.
Got that right. Okay, brilliant. So, Smile Radio is all about supporting independent music. And that's what we're going to be doing today throughout the show. I'm going to be sharing some songs from independent artists. And the first song that I'm going to play is from Kieran Doyle, Mamusium, which is his new single. And it is absolutely amazing. And Mamusium apparently is the Roman name for Manchester.
Oh, wow.
Because he comes is a Mancunian, is our Kieran.
Yeah, we won't hold that against him.
So here is this amazing song.
We got bounce back ability, it's all in our history. Do you remember things we've done, the things we've done? Whoa, whoa, the things we've done. From the first Cardinopoly, we dressed the world properly. Fashion house of swaggery and fun. At the turn of the century, a girl we called Emily, for Ferrari qualities and one. The things we've done. Whoa, whoa, the things we've done. Mamusia, 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 Mamusia. Cathedral and a melting pot, freedom here to live a lot. Be yourself at Factory 51. It doesn't matter who you are, worker, bee, queen or god. This new order don't care where you're from. The things we've done. Whoa, whoa, the things we've done. Mamusia, 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 Mamusia. much fun. So be inspired, high on life. There's no need to be asked twice. Live it like you love it, everyone. The things we've done. Whoa, whoa, the things we've done. We got bounce back ability, it's all in our history. Do you remember things we've done? The things we've done. Whoa, whoa, the things we've done. Narelle Summers is by your side. Blitz your stress, feel good inside on Smile Radio. Narelle Summer Show.
And that jingle, by the way, was also done by Kieran Doyle, which is amazing. Kieran is just an inspiration, really. He has taught himself to play the guitar, write his own songs, and now is absolutely smashing it. You can go and see Kieran. He's at the Filey Folk Festival on the 4th of May, Cottingham Spring Fest on Sunday the 25th of May, and Kirkwood Live Festival on August the 16th. He's also available for gigs, whether that's supporting artists or headlining. He is absolutely amazing. So that track is officially out on the 2nd of May, but the video is out now on YouTube. You can go and connect with Kieran on Facebook. Let me just have a look here. Instagram. Instagram is Kieran Doyle Music 0080. Soundcloud.com Kieran -933003696 or no, I've already said Instagram, haven't I? Or his website is kierandoylemusic.com. Go and check that guy out. He's amazing. Today, though, we're going to be talking about our inner chatter. Did you know, there's some facts here, Richard. Did you know that on average, we have 60 to 70,000 thoughts a day? I mean, that in itself blows my mind. I've just given you another thought to think about now. And they say that 80% of those thoughts, those inner chatter thoughts, are negative. And they say that 90% of your thoughts today are the same as yesterday. So let's repeat that. We have 60 to 70 thoughts a day, and 80% of those thoughts are negative, and 90% of our thoughts are the same as yesterday. And when we have a thought, we have a chemical reaction inside our body. So if we have a negative thought, we have a chemical negative reaction inside our body. However, if we have a positive thought, we have a positive chemical reaction inside our body. Our thought creates the chemical reaction. The chemical reaction then creates the feeling. So a negative thought creates the negative chemical reaction that creates the negative feeling. However, that's the flip side. If you have a positive thought, you have a positive chemical reaction, and then you have a positive feeling. And then with those feelings has the knock-on effect of the action, the behaviour, what you will and will not do. So, as I said before, 80% of those thoughts are negative. However, you can do something about it. You can change your thoughts. You are in control. You can change those negative thoughts into positive thoughts, because what you want to do is you want to create a positive chemical reaction within inside your body to create those positive feelings, to make you take the action and go and get the life that you want and you deserve. Now, I'm going to talk about the strength of your thoughts. And I want you to have a think about this. I will tell you the answer in a minute. So do you think your negative thoughts are stronger than your positive thoughts? Or do you think that positive thoughts are stronger than your negative thoughts? Or do you think that they are the same? What would you say, Richard? Oh, look, Richard's face then. He was thinking.
Yeah. I think negative always seems to overpower.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can have a fantastic experience, like, you know, if we have an event at the bar or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and then there'll be one person that'll have a negative comment, and that's the only thing he's on in on.
That is very interesting, isn't it? And It's very interesting what you said, because you feel that that negative thoughts are powerful. The thing is, it's where you place your focus. If you're placing your focus on the negative, if you're placing your focus on that one comment, and also you'll hear celebrities go through their social medias and only focus on that negative comment or negative comments, not the positive comments. If you're focusing on the negativity and when you focus on something, you're giving your energy away. So the majority of people will focus on the negative. So the majority of their energy will be towards that negativity. Therefore, the majority of people actually think that negative thoughts are stronger than positive thoughts, because people don't give their focus and energy on that positivity. However, if you did put all your focus and your energy onto those positive thoughts, you would be convinced that those positive thoughts were stronger than the negative thoughts. The answer to the question, which is the strongest, or are both the same, the answer is they are both the same. Not one is stronger than the other. As I said, your focus and your energy gives it the strength. So next time, and this includes you, Richard, focus only on the positive. Give the positive thoughts the focus and the energy, because you want to be generating those happy chemicals within inside your body, the positive chemicals within inside your body, to create the positive feelings of happiness, of joy. That's what you want to be creating in your life, and you can control that. You can change those thoughts. You know, it will take work, because your inner chatter has been programmed, and it possibly programmed, you know, from a young age. So negative thoughts will pop into your head. Oh, I can't do that. I'm not good enough. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough money. And then that negativity will just spiral out of control. What you need to do is A, be aware of that negative inner chatter, Because as I said, it's programmed into you. And a lot of programs are obviously in your subconscious mind, and they work on autopilot. How many times have you been in situations and can't remember doing things? Like, Richard's laughing. Like, for example, you know, locking your door. Oh, I can't remember if I locked my door. Or I can't remember if I switched my computer off. How many times have you driven to somewhere and you can't remember how you got there? Is that true, Richard?
Yeah, I've done it.
Yeah. So why can you not remember driving from A to B? Why can you not remember locking the door or switching your computer off? Because you've not been in your conscious mind. You've been in your subconscious mind, listening to that inner chatter. And what has that inner chatter been saying? So first of all, you need to be aware of your inner chatter. You need to be aware of that automatic chatter, that subconscious mind chatter. You need to catch it. So first of all, be aware and think to yourself, oh my word, I've just been talking to myself inside my head and it's all been negative. I've been having a right go at myself about, I don't know, the presentation that might have gone slightly wrong at work, an argument that you've had, that, you know, you're inside your head. You've been inside your head. You're listening to that voice. And you don't have to admit this to anybody, but I know that everybody has that voice, and I know everybody has that conversation with yourself. I sometimes have a conversation to myself out loud. You know, it works. So I know that inner chatter, that conversation is going on inside your head. You can hear yourself having those thoughts, having that conversation. Stop it. As soon as you become aware, stop it. Stop it in your tracks. And the thing is that once you've stopped it, change it. What can you say? Now, if you're beating yourself up about something that's gone on in the past, say to yourself, let it go. Let it go. You know, if, for example, you've made a mistake or you've done something that, think to yourself, how can I do that better for next time? Stop focusing on the negative. You know, if your inner chatter is saying, well, I can't travel on my own. I can't catch a train on my own. I can't do this. I can't do that. Stop it. Stop it in your tracks and say to yourself, I can do this. Whatever it is, I can do this. Whether you believe it or not, it's okay. Because when you start saying to yourself, I will do this, I can do this, I must do this, I am going to do this, it's all positive. Positive words, positive conversations with yourself, the positive inner chatter creates that positive chemical reaction inside your body. And I'm not making this up. It is scientifically proven. It's neuroscience. It's not, I saw a video the other day and somebody said, it's not rainbows, it's not crystals, it's not unicorns, it's neuroscience. It's proven. You have positive thoughts, you will have a positive chemical reaction inside your body that will produce a positive feeling. That positive feeling then will give you the drive, the motivation to do it. So first of all, catch it. Second of all, change it. refocus it. I want you to think positively. I want you to create those happy chemicals within inside your body, your positive chemicals within inside your body. I want you to feel positive. I want you to feel happiness, joy and love. I want you to feel like that. Because when you feel like that, you will go after your goals, you'll go after your dreams. It will give you the motivation to go on. I want you to do that. Seriously. And on that note, I think we'll play another song which is called Light It Up by Single Use Soul.
Did you come here for the ride? Illuminated all the lights you hold inside. Was it really all to you? Or did you just do the things they told you to? This is breaking all of your dreams till you light it up so you can be seen. Oh, why you waiting? 'Cause this is obscene till you light it up so you can be seen. So take a look outside. I bumped into the things you need to survive, but there's no such thing as cheap. And I tell you now that what we sow we reap. This is breaking all of your dreams till you light it up so you can be seen. Oh, why you waiting? 'Cause this is obscene till you light it up so you can be seen. And it would be a lie to preach virtue out of you. get to meet. Light it up and don't forget, this story's just begun, and there's a race that must be won, must be won, must be won. Narelle Summers is by your side. Blitz your stress, feel good inside on Smile Radio. Narelle Summers Show.
So that was Single Use Soul, and he's on Instagram and Spotify. So go and check his music out. You know, as I said, it's all about independent artists, and that's what Smile Radio is all about. And that's what I want to encourage on my programme as well. So today we are talking about that inner chatter, that negative inner chatter, and how we can deal with it, how we can control it. Because that negative inner chatter can grow and sometimes really get out of control and cause really negative feelings of, you know, anxiety, overwhelmness, frustration, anger. And, you know, it's like when you put your stick in that candy floss machine and it goes round and round and the candy floss sticks to it and gets bigger and bigger and bigger. That's your inner chatter. Or when you're rolling a snowball, you know, the snowball starts really small, but then it can go bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And as I said, get out of control. You need to nip it in the bud. And, you know, your thoughts create your feelings that create your behaviours and actions. And the first thing that you need to do is tackle those thoughts. Now, you can talk back to that inner chatter. You know, you can tell it to go away and shut up. And you can say it out aloud, you know, go away, shut up. Obviously, if you're in a shop, I'd advise you not to do that. But talk back to it. You know, take control. What would you do, you know, if you had a naughty child saying things, shouting things out or whatever? You turn around and say, be quiet. Stop saying that. Be quiet. Your inner chatter is like a naughty child. I mean, some people talk about the inner chatter as the chimp, because the chimp or the monkey brain, you know, they're mischievous, they get out of control. You know, you need to take control of that inner chatter. You know, talk back to it. Say things like delete, cancel. You know, let it go. Let it go. My favourite one at the moment is let it go and surrender. Just let it go. And as soon as you start talking to yourself like that, cancelling it out, deleting that inner chatter, letting it go, I tell you now, you will physically feel your feelings change, because your chemicals are changing in your head. So take control. You are in charge. The thing is, though, we have years of that programming, years of that negativity, and it will take time and it will constantly be there, because I'm going to share something now, and I share this all the time. I don't lead a perfect life. Really, I don't. Things happen to me just like they happen to you. Seriously. And your inner chatter, I think it's worms that pop up on the fun fair game. You know, when you've got the hammer, it's worms, isn't it?
Turn my mic on that.
Yeah.
Is it worms?
Is it?
Yeah, yeah. I know what you mean.
It's worms, isn't it? Or
Yeah.
it might look like a witch rub.
Yeah.
That was easy for me to say, wasn't it?
Put your teeth in.
So yeah, put my teeth in. So your inner chatter will be like that game. So if you've ever been to the fun fair, or I think there might be in arcades, you've got a big box in front of you with holes in, and the worm will just pop up. If you're watching this on Facebook, I'm doing the actions of worms popping up. And you have an hammer in front of you. I dropped my H then. I'm a Yorkshire lass. Worms will just pop up. And what your aim of the game is to hit the worm on the head to win prizes. You've got to be very quick. They'll just pop up randomly. And that's your inner chatter. Because you could be driving along, you could be in the middle of a conversation, you could be watching television and pop up. And a negative thought could just pop up. And you need to know how to control that and to change it. So I just got mesmerised by, I'm going to say this, a yellow tit in the tree. It was just floating. It was beautiful. See, I need to concentrate. My inner chatter was like, oh, isn't that beautiful there? And then I thought, hold on here, I'm doing a radio programme. So control that inner chatter, because it will pop up and it will always be there. But the more you work on it, the more you will become positive. The more positive thoughts you think, the more you will attract more positive thoughts. Because your thoughts is like a magnet. So if you're constantly thinking of negative thoughts, you will attract more negativity in your life. If you're thinking of positive thoughts, you will attract more positivity into your life. That candy floss going round will be more positivity. The snowball will be more positivity. Positivity will build on positivity, will build on positivity. And yes, the inner chatter will be fighting back. The negativity will be fighting back because it's an old program and that's how it's been set. But your positivity will wipe it out. Because, as Richard said this morning, he's had a bit of a clear out on his laptop. And now and again, I have a clear out. I have a look. And what doesn't serve me anymore, or I think, oh, I don't need that, goes into my recycle bin and out it goes. The old programs, you're always, when you're logging on, this happens to me all the time, you're logging on for a client and all of a sudden your computer needs to update or Zoom needs to update. And I'm thinking, I need to get online. I've got a client waiting. We are our own updates. We need to update our programs. We need to feed it positivity. So our thoughts want to change to positive thoughts and start running those programs. Start changing things. Every single thing starts with a thought. So make sure it is positive. The universe works on a frequency. And if our frequency is positivity, then the universe, acts like a magnet, will bring more positivity into our lives. And the universe is always watching and always listening. So watch your thoughts, catch it, change it, be positive. And seriously, feel those feelings change, because you'll be changing your chemicals inside your body that will change your feelings and change your behaviours. Because if you think of something in a negative way, for example, 2 hours a day, that's 14 hours a week, That's 121 hours a month. That adds up to 728 hours in the year. That actually is a whole month. It's 30 days. You're wasting your time thinking negative thoughts. You're wasting time. And, you know, if you're spending more hours in the day thinking about negativity, just think about how much time you do think on negative thoughts. And also, when you're thinking of those negative thoughts, you are draining yourself of energy. Focus goes where energy flows. Your focus wants to be on positive thoughts, to generate those positive feelings, to generate positive actions. Now, there's one thing, an exercise that you can do, and I have done this, and I find it very, very powerful. You know, your negative thoughts can stop you from doing things, and it also can stop you from enjoying being in the present moment. And is get yourself a pen and a piece of paper and write down those negative thoughts. You can have a look at those negative thoughts straight away, or leave them for a couple of days and revisit them. I tell you, if you revisited those documents of your negative inner chatter a couple of days after, or maybe a week after, you would probably laugh at what you was thinking. How could I have thought that? Because sometimes you think of negative things about things in the future. You talk to yourself about things going wrong. You make a picture in your head of the video of things going wrong in your future. But if you wrote it all down and then revisited it, the things that you thought that were going to go wrong never did. The things that you imagined in your head in the photographs or the videos that you made never happened. You have the power to create, and I had a conversation about this this week with one of my clients. They had the power and the creativity to make a film in their head of things going wrong. But guess what? You have the power and the creativity to make a film of things going right. You have the power to do that. You are the creator of your life. You can do that. You can create a film of things going right. So going back to writing your negative thoughts down, some people keep them. Some people screw them up and throw them in the bin, which I've also done. And I've also done this exercise as well, is I've burnt it. Oh, and I have to tell you, that is so powerful. Writing your negative inner chatter down, going outside and watching them go up in smoke. They've gone. Forget about it. And then what you can do is you can sit down and think of all the positive thoughts. Write down the positive thoughts, what are in your head. How are you feeling? Write positive feelings down. Write the positive actions. Somebody once gave me this exercise to do, and I thought this was really powerful. Write a future diary as if things have already happened, things that have gone right for you. Write it down, because once you start writing that future diary down, that will help you to generate your future film of things going right for you. When you start to think of the positive things in your head, start to think of the positive things that can go right in your future, again, you will be generating your positive chemicals, and that will have a knock-on effect with your positive feelings and your positive outcomes. You are the director of your own life. You are the architect of your own life. You are in control of your own life. You are in control of all of this. So let's play another song, and it's called Loving You by the Rubicon.
Something tells me we've been here before. Maybe a different life, that's for sure. And I can't believe it's real at this time of life. Something about this place is so surreal. Love for you, loving you. There's no other way. I'm all for you. To be in love is what we're here for. You don't need to give me any more. And I can't believe it's real at this time of life. Something about our times is so unreal. Love for you, loving you. There's no other way. I'm all for you. Love for you, loving you. There's no other way. I'm all for you.
Narelle Summers is by your side. Blitz your stress, feel good inside on Smile Radio. Narelle Summers Show.
And welcome back. Wow, we've only got 15 minutes left, Richard. How do
I know.
it does fly by. I do like the sound of my own voice though. Anyway, sorry, we're digressing. So today we're talking about all the inner chatter, and you know that inner chatter can be very powerful when it's negative and get out of control, and it can be very, very, very quick as well, and generates a lot of negativity. And one thing that I find very useful, and I have started using quite a few breathing techniques over the last year, is that simple breathing techniques bring you back into the present moment. And one thing that I really like is box breathing. So you breathe in for 4, hold it for 4, breathe out for 4, and then hold your breath for 4 before you breathe back in for 4. So it's box breathing. And that allows you to bring your focus into your breathing, into that present moment, and to slow down those thoughts. It'll give you an opportunity to ironically catch your breath, and stop you in your tracks, take control, and for you to refocus and give you that opportunity to think, right, I want to change those thoughts now. They're not serving me. I want to change them into positive thoughts. Because the same thoughts, if you're having, if they say 90% of your thoughts are the same as yesterday, then your same thoughts will equal the same choices that will equal the same actions and behaviors and experiences and feelings. I mean, do you ever think, oh my word, my life is just going round in circles, all the time? And that is because your thoughts are just going round and round in the same loop. They're on that program. So you need to change your thoughts to make different choices, to have, take different action, to have different experiences and different feelings. You need to stop your mind from driving you. You need to drive your mind. Take control. Now, sometimes you might feel a little bit uncomfortable, you might feel a bit irritable, maybe a bit anxious, and you think to yourself, I don't know why I feel like this. What's going on? Why am I feeling uncomfortable? Why am I feeling anxious? Why am I feeling overwhelmed? What I would say to you is check. What have you previously just been thinking about? Because I bet you your thoughts, that what you've been thinking about subconsciously on autopilot, has created these negative feelings that you're feeling right now in the present moment. You have to be aware of your thoughts, the way you speak to yourself. Change your language. You want to be feeling happy. You want to be feeling joy. You want to be feeling love. It's a beautiful place to be. Not feeling anxious, not feeling overwhelmed, not feeling frustrated, not feeling angry. It's not serving you. You want to feel those positive thoughts. And once you start to change your language, to change your inner chatter, and to change the way you feel, you will have new experiences. Get your thinking right. New thoughts, new positive thoughts, and watch your life, your new life, unfold. And once you start seeing things unfold, you will start to think positively on a more regular basis, because it will have a domino effect. As I said before, everything starts with a thought. your chemical reaction, your feelings, and your actions. And once you start to see changes in your life and realise it's come from your positive thoughts, you will start to become more aware of your negative thoughts. You'll start to catch them quicker and change them. Those negative thoughts, change them quicker into positive thoughts, because you will be seeing the benefits in your life. Now, one thing I say to myself as well, when I have those negative thoughts, I say to myself, get out of your head, Narelle, and get into your heart. Because when you're out of your head and in your heart and feel gratitude, it is impossible for you to think of negative thoughts. When you are feeling grateful for things in your life, for people in your life, for objects in your life, those positive thoughts will be creating positive chemicals within inside your body and those positive feelings. Now, I practice gratitude at least once a day, sometimes twice, sometimes 3 times. And every time I'm grateful for different things. Grateful for Richard, bless his cotton socks, who runs a bar, a venue in Huddersfield, Smile Bar and Venue.
Yep.
Got the plug there, Richard.
Well done.
He gets home sometimes in the early hours of the morning, on Saturday morning, but he's here at 9:30 to produce my show. And for that, I am truly grateful, and I've said this, several times. Because for me, this is really important to share what I do, because I still go on workshops, I still go on courses, I still watch a lot of positive speakers on YouTube, and as soon as I learn things, I pass them on. Why wouldn't I? I want people to have a better quality of life. I want people to feel like I feel. So feeling grateful for things in your life. Also, feel grateful for the things that are going to come into your life. Imagine that they're already here, and whether that is a new job, a new car, a holiday, whatever it is, think that you've already got it. That will generate your happy chemicals. So gratitude for things that are already in your life, but also the things that are coming to you in your life. Now, I always say it out aloud. Sometimes if I'm driving, I don't put my hand on my heart. But first thing on the morning, hand on my heart, and say 3 things out aloud what I'm grateful for. And that could be a mixture of things, It could be things that are already in my life, people are in my life, objects, experiences, or I'm grateful for things that are going to happen to me. I sometimes do it when I'm out driving. That I have noticed that if I'm not listening to a podcast and I do have music on, obviously my absolute 80s or my heart rate 80s. So when I have noticed that my inner chatter will pop up. Then I will instantly do gratitude. Driving along, grateful for my car, grateful for the sunshine, grateful for the people who've booked me. Anything. I generally do gratitude if my inner chatter pops up. So gratitude is just a really good way of practicing. Some people write it down. Some people have a gratitude journal and write in a book every morning. Some people do it on an evening. What are they grateful for what's just happened in the day, grateful for. But in the morning, you could write your gratitude journal be grateful for things that are going to happen to you in that day. Gratitude, it's all about positivity. And when as I said, when you're feeling grateful, it is impossible for you to feel negative. And there's I don't know what they're called, but there's also a lot of gratitude apps. I don't do many apps. I'm not down with the kids, Richard. I pretend to be, but I'm not. So there's lots of different. I guess you can have a look on the search engines, and there'll be things that you can, if you do store things on your phone. I'm very much if I write notes, I'm a pen and piece of paper person. My office is full of notes. So there's lots of apps out there. Organisations that I speak to, this has happened in quite a few organisations that I've spoken to, and I do recommend this as well, that people have a gratitude wall, and whether that's in their main office or in their staff room, where people can write what they're grateful for. I'm grateful for Sue helping me do the photocopying, or I'm grateful for Jeremy who sent me all those photographs and put them in nice folders, and it's just nice that staff can feel grateful for other staff members. So that's a great thing. If you work for an organisation, a gratitude wall. I know the organisations that I have spoken to and have implemented it, they have like cork boards, and they just pin little messages on the cork boards. I did work for an organisation that had something very similar. Again, you see, I'm just not down with the kids, but they had it on the computer, so it was shared. But I think that's easy to miss. I think a cork board is better. And that's it for today. So look, if anybody does need help, and whether that's in a chatter, their negative feelings, I do one-to-one sessions, both in NLP, which is neuro-linguistic programming. Basically, what you think about is how you feel, and that has a knock-on effect with your actions. I also do one-to-one sessions in Havening, which is a psychosensory therapy that removes negative feelings attached to negative memories. And also goal mapping, which is a unique online program that uses words and pictures to engage the whole of the brain to make you ultra focused in your goals. All three of those are done via Zoom. You can email me at hello@narellesummers.co.uk or richard@smileradio.co. I also am available as a keynote speaker. Blitz Your Stress has about 8 or 9 little techniques on how to deal with stress in the workplace, or if you're having a well-being day. Again, drop me a line. Let's connect. Let's make this world a better place. Thank you very much for listening.
And thank you very much, Narelle, and thank you everybody for listening this morning. And at the moment, the website for the radio is under construction because we've had some issues with it, but you will be able to listen to this show and any other show if you go to smileradio.co/on-demand. So all I have to say, have a fantastic weekend. If you're not doing anything tonight, we have the Phonics Tribute on the Smile Bar and Venue. Tickets still available. Be great to see you. Take care, look after yourself, and don't forget, give us 3 rings when you get in.
That always makes me laugh.